Good morning, students. How are you all?
Fine.
Okay, very good. Students, now is the session of economics. As usually, it happens every day at this time. Okay, in the previous few sessions, we were discussing very important topic of banking chapter, and that was meaning and functions of a commercial bank. Okay, in that very topic we came to know that the commercial banks accept deposits from public in different modes, and the commercial banks use these deposits to grant loans to the needful. And in fact, accepting deposit and granting loans are the two main functions of a commercial bank through which the credit is created or bank money is created. So, in today's session, we are going to discuss the credit creation process or money creation process of commercial banks. How? Let us see. You know, students, there are two types of money in the economy. Already we have seen that the suppliers or creators of money in an economy are basically three. One is the central government, which issues the coins and currencies of a small denominations. Second one is the central bank, which issues currency notes of all denominations. And the third one is commercial bank, which does not issue, which neither issue coins nor issues the currency, but creates bank money, or credit money. You know, students, the currency money issued by the central bank and government are called high powered money, and whatever credit or money is created by commercial banking system is called bank money or credit money. Okay, so how this bank money, this credit money is created by commercial banks, we shall discuss this in something detail. Okay, you know, students, what happens, whatever deposits are accepted by the commercial banks, the banks keep a fraction of these deposits as reserve, that is called vault reserve, and in fact it is called legal reserve ratio, or or that is determined by the central bank. Okay, it is legally compulsory for any commercial bank to keep a certain amount of their deposits as reserve. This is called vault reserve. And what percentage, what proportion of the deposits will be held as reserve is decided by the central bank. Okay, that is called LRR, legal reserve ratio. This legal reserve ratio LRR is also of the two types called a statutory liquidity ratio, that is SLR, and cash reserve ratio, that is CRR. The cash reserve ratio CRR is that proportion of total deposits with a commercial bank that has to be held reserved with the central bank as per its directive as per requirement. The same way, SLR is that proportion of total deposits with the commercial bank which has to be held reserved by the bank, by the concerned commercial bank itself. Why? In order to meet withdrawals. Okay? This SLR in fact is in the form of cash and other highly liquid assets, so that the commercial bank can easily meet its withdrawal requirements. Okay? So, on the basis of the deposits which are primarily made by the people with a bank, the commercial bank, by keeping a certain percentage of it as reserve, grants the remaining amount, remaining cash reserve as loan to the others. What happens when a loan is granted to someone by the commercial bank? It is not given directly in the form of cash, rather an account is opened in the name of the borrower, and the amount of loan, amount of granted loan is transferred into that account, okay, into the account of that person who has taken the loan. Okay. So, through this process, what happens? Whatever amount is lended by the commercial bank as loan again comes into the banking system as deposit. Okay. The borrower is free, is allowed to withdraw the sum whenever and as much he wants and requires. However, the amount which has been lended to other comes into the banking system as deposit. Again, on the basis of it, by keeping a certain proportion of it as cash reserve, the remaining amount again will be lended by the commercial bank to others as loan. And this loan again will be in the form of demand deposit with the commercial bank. So again and again, every time the commercial bank will keep giving the loans on the basis of primary deposit. Okay. For example, suppose if the entire banking system is one unit, and if we suppose that all payments and receipts are made through the banking routes by issuing the checks and by receiving the checks, then how this process will work, let us see. Suppose someone deposits rupees 100 with banking system, and suppose the legal reserve ratio LRR is 20%, that is 0.2. 20 by 100 is equal to 0.2. Okay. What does it mean? It means, according to provision, the commercial bank will need to keep the reserve of rupees 20 as per requirement, and the remaining rupees 80 the bank would like to lend to others as loan. Okay. And if the bank lends this money, this rupees 80 to someone as loan, it again comes back into the banking system in the form of demand deposit. Already I have told you, an account is opened in the name of the borrower, and the borrower is allowed to withdraw the sum by issuing the check. Okay. So whatever loan was lended to other, again this amount comes into the banking system, and again the bank will keep 20% of it as reserve, and the remaining amount the bank would like to lend to someone as loan. Okay. Each time you will find that the amount of loan lended to other by the commercial bank is decreasing and the amount of legal reserve ratio is increasing. Okay, and you know, if you calculate the total demand deposits created by the commercial bank, then you will find that it is several times more than the initial deposit or primary deposit. Okay, finally, if LRR is 0. If the legal reserve ratio is 20% or 0.2, that means the bank will keep every time 20% of the deposit of the new deposit in the form of loan, demand deposit in the form of loan as reserve. Okay, and if it is 0.2, then credit multiplier or money multiplier will be equal to 1 by 0.2 is equal to 5, right? And finally, if you calculate the total deposits, demand deposits created by the commercial bank, then it will be equal to initial deposit into 1 by LRR, that is 100 into 5 is equal to rupees 500. So students, you will find that on the basis of initial deposit rupees 100, almost rupees 500 money has been created in the form of demand deposit by the commercial bank. This is the process of credit creation or money creation by the commercial bank. This process continues till the legal reserve ratio LRR finally becomes. So you will find that the total money or demand deposits in the form of demand deposits created by the commercial bank is equal to rupees 500. The total legal reserve ratio in the form of cash vault is equal to rupees 100, that was the initial deposit, and the amount of loans lended to others on the basis of initial deposit is equal to rupees 400. So this is the way of credit creation through which the commercial banks create money in the economy, which are called credit money or which are called bank money. Okay, students. So whatever I have discussed, and in online class also I will discuss it in detail. Despite, I hope that you will go through this topic in detail from the textbook, and if a confusion arises, then must contact me immediately. Okay, thank you very much.